Hey everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming and welcome back to the channel. Wargamers, we're back and today we're keeping the lens tight. Now I will say it's been a few weeks since we've properly hit up Wargames on the channel, it's just been a more quiet year for them. This one should really get your blood flowing. 8 picks where squads, teams and a few vehicles decide to fight. No economy layers, no battle group spreadsheets, just sightlines, suppression, smoke and the nerve to cross that deadly street. For this list, tactical means squad, platoon scale, or company at most. Short scenarios and battles won or lost on positioning, morale, and timing. We did consider other games like Warno, Grand Tactician, Fantasy General 2, Cold Waters. They either zoom out too far, drift into strategy sim territory, or break the historical through line. They'll get their own boutique list another day. As always, your comments and suggestions are very welcome in the comments below. This is a very focused boutique list and I didn't try to include everything. So if you have a tactical gem or maybe a retro title you'd like to bring to our attention, do so below and let's get the conversation started. Before we kick off, I'm going to add a bonus pick to this list because that's what we do here at LT Gaming. We're going to focus on the Wargame Design Studio Squad Battle Series. These are classic turn-based squad platoon level wargames that cover everything from Vietnam and the Eastern Front to modern skirmishes. They're not on Steam or GOG, but you can grab them direct from the Wargame Design Studio, and I'll add a link to the description. They deliver tight hex maps, suppression and morale that matter, and hundreds of handcrafted scenarios with real historical flavour. The UI is old school, sure, but the tactics are razor sharp and the content depth is wild. If you want fundamentals, fire and movement, angles, leadership, this is a goldmine. Start with Eagle Strike, Vietnam or Red Victory and you'll see why we're highlighting them. This is exactly what we do at LT Gaming, surface the off-Steam gems that tactical fans shouldn't miss. Right, let's jump into the main list. Close Combat, Panthers in the Fog, and to be honest, the whole series. But for this list, I'm going to focus on one of the more modern iterations. This is Close Combat at its core, real-time, squad-level World War II fights where suppression, morale and line of sight decides everything. Panthers in the Fog drops you into post-D-Day Normandy, hedgerows, murky weather, Panthers prowling, commanding teams and vehicles across compact maps that reward angles, smoke and proper overwatch. It's intimate, tense and every order feels like it matters. So why play it in 2025 while the design still hits? Short, nervy engagements that punish sloppy movement and reward combined arms and patience. You get authentic friction, teams balk under fire, vehicles panic, a single MG can shut down a lane. Fair warnings here, it's old school in presentation, the interface takes a session or two to settle into, and pathfinding can be a bit of a mess if you over waypoint. But once it clicks, the morale model and sightline puzzle are as sharp as anything in the genre. And there's a deep bench of scenarios and campaigns if it grabs you. But why does it fit you LT gamers? Well, it's a teaching tool and an absolutely brilliant one in that. You can literally demonstrate bounding overwatch, fire discipline and how morale breaks an attack, all in a single game. And of course, while we're highlighting Panthers in the Fog, you should definitely consider the broader series. My soft spot is Close Combat 3, the Russian Front. It plays brilliantly to this day. I think it's the original I'm a fan of. I think there's a Slytherin remake as well, but you can check those all out. They all deliver that same small unit mastery, but in different theatres. It's perfect boutique list material, focused, tactical, and endlessly discussable. I'll be hoping for a bit of a chat about the Close Combat games in the Discord this evening.
Second Front is a turn-based World War II tactics game with a modern spin. It's part board game, part digital sandbox. You're commanding squads of infantry, tanks and support weapons across 48 built-in scenarios. From the factory ruins of Stalingrad to the open fields at Borisov, there's plenty of variety here. On top of that, it ships with a full editor so you can design your own maps and campaigns or dive into the endless stream of community-made ones on Steam. So why play in 2025? Because this one has the rare blend of accessibility and crunch. The phased order system is really easy to learn, but underneath you're also wrestling with morale, fatigue, ammo and the harsh maths of World War II firepower. And the AI isn't just a punching bag, it can actually surprise you with flanking moves or stubborn defences. Throw in destructible buildings, flames that spread and units that stay lost when you lose them, and suddenly every decision has a bit of bite to it. Sure, the visuals are a bit plain and the presentation may be a bit stiff too, but the payoff in battles feels weighty and replayable. So if you want a tactical playground that you can keep coming back to, this is it. quick fights when you just want to scratch the itch, sprawling campaigns when you've got a weekend to spare, and endless community scenarios when you've exhausted the base game. It teaches really good tactical habits, cover, suppression, and fire discipline without burying you in a manual. So whether you're brand new to the genre or just been living in combat mission and graviteam tactics for years, Second Front will give you a fresh and flexible way to test your battlefield instincts.
Valor Victory is a digital take on Barry Doyle's squad-level World War II board game. It's quick, with readable hex and counter tactics and classic WEGO phases, with scenarios you can actually finish in a sitting. The PC version keeps things intentionally lean with clean maps, straightforward rules, solo play by email, and a scenario editor, so you're making positional choices, not wrestling a manual. This is a good one to play in 2025 because it's become a dependable tactical fix that's grown with chunky DLC packs, including Stalingrad, Shield of Cholm, Arnhem, Kursk, and Pacific. These all add new maps, forces, and missions. The flip side here is expect light beer, not single malt whiskey. The AI can feel predictable, especially on the attack, and the UI has a few clunky edges. But if you want fast board gamey firefights with clear sightlines and satisfying assault, it delivers exactly that. For LT gamers, it's perfect specialized list material. Short scenarios are great on screen for teaching lines of fire, suppression, and assault sequencing. Play by email sets up easy community challenges, and the streamlined rules let us talk tactics without a wall of sim jargon. As a palate cleanser alongside heavier picks like Combat Mission, or even Graviteam if you want to check that title out as well, it's spot on. If you want tactical realism with teeth, this is it. Combat Mission Shock Force 2 drops you into a modern Syrian conflict, where every order matters and every mistake has consequences. You're commanding squads and vehicles at 1-to-1 scale using the series' trademark WEGO system. You get to plan then watch it play out, or you can use real time if you prefer. I do tend to find the real-time combat in this one a little bit chaotic and difficult to manage, so I do switch between the two systems. There's urban alleys, desert wadis, IEDs, ATGMs, and armor. This is combined arms warfare with a chillingly believable feel. So why play this in 2025? Well, because nothing else nails modern small unit combat like this. The toolset is deep with morale, suppression, and realistic ballistics. The variety is also huge thanks to official DLC, and there's quick battles, an editor, and a thriving scenario community. It's the rare tactics game that rewards patience and planning without losing that cinematic oh no tension when the turn resolves. And why is it right for LT gamers? Well, it's pure tactical focus with zero fluff. The WEGO replays make for fantastic analysis segments. The modern setting is instantly readable on screen, and the learning curve rewards viewers who like to think about doctrine, not just click faster. It's the kind of game our audience loves to dissect, what went wrong, what worked, and why. And that makes it perfect for this list. Just a quick interlude to say most of you who watch the channel are not subscribed. So make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button, because it helps smaller channels like us grow really quickly, and both me and Tom really appreciate it.
1 minute you're hugging a hedgerow in Normandy, the next you're ducking through the jungles of Vietnam, and that's lock and load tactical digital in a nutshell. It's a fast, furious take on squad level combat, where you're juggling infantry, tanks, machine gun teams, and even helicopters if you dive into the modern stuff. Everything runs on an impulse system, so you're never waiting around. You act, the enemy reacts, and suddenly the quiet lane is a kill zone. Why in 2025? Because it's one of the most flexible tactical systems on PC. The base package is welcoming, but there's a mountain of DLC covering World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Cold War gone hot, and even a dab of sci-fi in there. The rules are learn as you go, backed up with great tutorials, so you're straight into the action without a week of manual study. And while the interface is a bit clunky in places, the actual firefights are alive with drama, with leaders steadying broken squads, heroes emerging mid-battle. It all plays out very cinematically without needing that Hollywood budget. If you like your tactical games punchy, full of narrative moments, this is a brilliant pick. And you're never going to forget the thrill of a squad rallying against the odds. The sheer variety of conflicts means you're always going to find something new to sink your teeth into. In summary, it has the holy trinity that you want. Easy to learn, hard to master, and endlessly replayable.
Castle Itter, the strangest battle of World War II. Well, this one's a true oddity in the best way. Castle Itter is a solo card-driven defense game about a real last days of World War II standoff in Austria, where a handful of US soldiers Wehrmacht turncoats and newly freed French VIP prisoners held a massive medieval castle against an SS assault. The digital version keeps that board game DNA intact. You're placing defenders, juggling limited actions, and trying to ride out the attack until help arrives. You should play this in 2025 because it's tight, tense, and different. Runs are short and teachable, 20 to 30 minutes once you know the ropes, and the scenario's historical weirdness gives every turn a bit of narrative electricity. It's not a deep sim, the presentation is quite simple, but the clarity works in its favour. The decisions are clear, mistakes are costly, and a successful defence feels earned. This is a tough game. And why this fits LT gamers is boutique to the core, compact scope, strong theme, and tactical choices you can show cleanly on screen. As a palate cleanser between heavier titles, it lets us tell a great story while still talking positioning, suppression, and risk management. It's a kind of small, memorable tactical experience our audience loves to discover.
The Troop drops you straight into Normandy, D-Day to Falaise, where British, Canadian and German forces are fighting it out across hedges, villages and farm fields that look idyllic right up until a pack gun spoils your afternoon. It's turn-based platoon level tactics with proper tabletop flavour, only without the dice clutter and ruler measuring. Why in 2025? Because it really nails that sweet spot between accessible and authentic. You've got full control over your units, no tanks spinning their weak armour into danger, no squads breaking at random. Every mistake is yours, which makes victories feel earned. And the AI is refreshingly sharp too. It will flank you, lay ambushes and generally make you pay if you blunder forward. With over 30 maps and modes ranging from quick skirmishes to persistent campaigns, there's a lot to chew on here. And yes, expect to lose a few Shermans along the way, this is Normandy after all. So if you've ever fancied pulling out a box of miniatures but don't want the hassle of tape measures and rulebooks, the Troop is your digital shortcut. It's clean, replayable, and it's got just enough historical grounding to feel evocative without drowning you in the detail. This one gives you sharp, satisfying battles where positioning, patience, and the odd heroic stand all matter. It's a hidden gem that deserves more eyes.
At first glance, Burden of Command looks like a tactical turn-based wargame set during World War II, but it's something more personal. You play as a US company commander in the legendary Cotton Ballers Regiment, leading your men from North Africa to the heart of Europe. Each mission blends tactical combat with narrative choices, and the decisions you make don't just shape the battlefield, they shape the people under your command. This is a game as much about leadership and empathy as it is about flanking maneuvers. After years in development, it finally launched in April 2025, and it's already one of the most unique tactical titles out there. The combat is grounded and relatable, but what makes it stand out is the emotional weight it carries. You're not just pushing counters, you're dealing with shell shock, trust, and the fallout of your decisions. I mean, insert joke about running LT gaming here. It's earned a wave of positive reviews for doing something few wargames attempt, humanizing command. If you've ever wished Combat Mission or Unity of Command had a narrative soul, this is your answer. For LT gamers, this one fits like a glove. It respects tactical depth, but tells a story while doing it, something that resonates with our audience who love meaningful combat, not just mechanical grind. It's just ideal content too. The blend of leadership dilemmas and on-the-ground tactics create moments that are powerful to showcase in video or stream form. It's not just about winning the mission, it's about carrying the weight of the ones you leave behind.